Welcome to another snip of Grandma Jean's Attic with Devon
and Siobhan.
Today's question, Siobhan, what item is your favorite that you've ever made?
Well, mine is quite a story, as you are well aware. When did I buy this yarn?
Rhinebeck.
Which year, though? Was this last year? Yeah, 2021.
Yeah.
We went to Rhinebeck and it was like I was finally a knitter. If you watched our last snip, you heard, how we came into knitting. But in 2021, I was finally a knitter. I was ready to go and spend a lot of money on yarn to make some great projects. And I had a sweater in mind. I can't remember what one it was. It might have been the witching hour. Is that?
Yes.
That's still on my one day I will knit that. But I had it in my head. This is what I wanted to knit. And then we started walking through India Untangled, which is an event that happens the day before Rhinebeck and in Saugerties, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we walked through and there was one booth who, ironically enough, the dyer is from Connecticut, which feels local enough to us, especially when you're in Rhinebeck, New York. But I saw this pattern, this sweater hanging in her booth. And I feel like I just remember seeing it and beelining straight to her booth to go and see what this was. And her version was red with like a gray yoke, but it's called the Enchanted Forest sweater. I cannot remember who the designer is. So we'll be below in show notes. But this is it. It's so beautiful. So this yarn is from Plies and Hellhounds. I will get the colorways, but I can't off the top of my head. But gosh, I just love this sweater. It was so fun to knit. I feel like I started it and finished it in like 3 months. I couldn't believe it. It was my first time doing cables. So all of this is just simple 1x1 cabling. And it's mosaic knit. The yoke is mosaic knit, so it made it even easier. And it fit really well. It was my most worn sweater. It was comfy. I just loved it. And then my husband washed it in the washing machine and in the dryer. So now it is very itchy. It does not really fit me anymore. And it sits in my finished objects cabinet just so I can look at it and pull it out every once in a while. I've had people recommend like making it into something else, like making it into a bag or something. I'm just not there yet. I just can't do it yet. One day.
It's so nice.
I love this sweater so much. And I just feel like it was very me. You know what I mean? Like I've got plants everywhere. Green is my color. And now
You stopped dead. You were on a mission. Like you had your list. Because like our second Rhinebeck together, we knew what to do. So we knew we needed a list of what we wanted. So she had her list. And that was the first day. Like one of the first booths. Like,
literally. And I bought all the yarn I needed. I was like, this is the color and this is the color. We're done.
Fell in love with the greens and you're like, mine.
Yep, that was it. What's funny is Gabby, who is the dyer of Plies and Hellhounds, so this is her yarn. She's in the FBC, which I'm the community manager of the Fiber Business Collective. And she had done a check-in where she was like, oh, I just need to like kind of mix up my colors. I'm getting a little bit bored. And I'm like, do not stop with those moody greens because I rely on you for these moody greens. She's like, don't worry. Yeah. I'll keep it up just for you. So
and all the moody colors.
She just has like that good witchy vibe. Oh, she's just, I love it.
That's where she's good at.
And she has like her cute little puns, like her literary puns with all of her. It's just, I love her and her business. And I still love this sweater, even if I can't wear it. I love the product of it, the planning, the story behind it. Hands down my favorite. So that's mine. Now you get to tell us what is your most proud project.
It again goes with our other snip. This was what I wore to Rhinebeck 2019. I was trying to think if this was my first garment that I made that actually fit me. So no, it couldn't be because I've done this. I bought. I'm not a stasher. I'm a kit person. So I bought this because I had done a knit collage. I think I had done my first knit collage. Oh, I did a Cal with them, right, where they release special patterns. And this was a bonus pattern. This is the Comfort Cable cardigan. I should have started with that. From Knit Collage. And it's in mustard. I can't think of the yarn name, but it has sparkles in it.
Like the nice.
It was just everything.
Everybody complimented you too.
It was the first garment that I made that wasn't a back knit straight, a front knit straight, sleeves knit straight. Like I had to shape this. I had to set this in. I had to seam the sides. You know, and it didn't take me that long. And the color was beautiful. Mm-hmm. I wore the crap out of this thing.
Yeah.
It's funny because I don't really wear it that much anymore. I should probably dig it out from the bottom shelf. But I truly think this is my most proud thing because it's the first structured garment that actually fit me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I still struggle with gauge. I do. But man, this was it. I had this. Yeah.
And the amount of compliments, like I remember that day, it was like the perfect weather to wear it. And everybody stopped you. I think even somebody stopped you and was like, we need to find Amy and show her because this is amazing. Like,
yeah, it was
so many compliments, and it was the perfect sweater for that day.
And it's interesting because when you go to Rhinebeck, you stick out if you don't blend in.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to Rhinebeck because I went there with an unsteeped. I made the Andrew Maurer Rhinebeck sweater. That was going to be the stone crop cardigan.
Yeah.
And I thought that's what you have to do. You have to knit what everyone else is knitting at Rhinebeck. And I'm so glad. That's probably why this is my favorite thing, because I'm so glad I didn't do that, because I would have just blended in and been on the mountain and never spoken to anyone.
Yeah.
And I have to just be my own standout and have people come to me like I explain, like I want to be paraded around.
Yeah.
How you parade around at Rhinebeck.
Yeah.
In something no one else is wearing.
And honestly, I think that really did kind of help us, like, to really feel like we were part of this community again, because people weren't afraid to just come up and talk to you about it. And it was like, wow, people are actually interested in what we knit. Are you kidding me?
You're wearing just something that I had made. I literally brought everything, and it didn't fit me. So I gave it to you because it was too big, because everything I brought was gigantic.
And what's funny is you gave me that sweater and I wore the crap out of it that day.
Yeah.
And I took it all out. I have it in balls, and I used it in another knit collage project.
And it matched perfectly because it was my colors. So
yeah.
We were a good little combo that year.
We made it work
without even realizing it.
Yeah. It worked out really well.
Yeah, this is definitely my most favorite item I've ever made. I think it's because it was the first Rhinebeck sweater.
Yeah. But that's okay. That's like, this is like my first Rhinebeck purchase. You know, like, again, that story that goes with it just kind of solidifies it. So,
yeah. Wow. Tuning into the Snip. Be sure to like and subscribe, because we're going to have more coming at you.
And let us know what your favorite project that you have ever made in the comments. Let us know. And if you can share pictures, tag us on Instagram. We would love to see it.
Definitely. See you guys.